What is going on, everyone? As you can tell from this is my vote right here. So start off with a little veterans ballot. Here I'm not going to go too much in detail with the veteran ballot, but my 5 choices are going to be BD Kane 721. Dead Guy Cardboard. Lefty NDV10. Maxa Jackson 89. And then my final is Purple GT 22. On my modern one, I'll probably go in a little bit more detail on them and why I voted. So, I've been 3 years myself, and my first vote goes to one of the first YouTubers that I talked to on the phone. I reached out to before I even started my channel. And I'll probably say like the next 3. Yeah, these first 3 are who I connected with before I think I even started. I definitely know the first 2. I want to say the third is also. But he also started his channel right before I did. And so I was, chatting with him about it. And so my first vote is going to this year's national roommate of mine, Adam, over at Vintage Sanctuary. And I want to say thank you, Adam, for being my friend and helping me out for, the last 3 years. And I look forward to bunking with you at this year's national. Next is a man of many talents, I would say. He lives in the state next to me. So if he's watching this, he'll probably know who it is. And if you don't know, he made these lovely card holders, which is Drew over at the Drew at Vintage Legacy. So thank you, Drew, for being a friend of mine for the last 3 years. Next up, I think we started talking before I started my channel, or right when I started it. But he is, I would say, my younger brother from another mother, and that would be Dom over at Staven Sports Cards. Thank you, brother, for being a friend of mine for the last 3 years. So shortly after, starting, because I started in September, and I want to say it was around November, maybe December time frame, I'm guessing. This individual reached out to me to see if I wanted to be part of a text thread, and I was like, hell yeah. And he has done amazing things. He's a co-founder of another channel, and I bunked with him at the frat house along with a couple of these other guys. The none other than John over at 3D's 80s Kids. This is, all these guys are well deserved. There's so many, but thank you, John. Thanks for the talks and stuff. Next up, I think it was around the same time I reached out to this walking encyclopedia of baseball card knowledge and everything, asking for some advice on things and everything. And I do appreciate the little birthday presents and Christmas stuff that you have sent. And I hope to see you at this year's national. But none other than everybody's favorite, Scott over at Stukes Baseball Cards and Curiosities. thank you, brother, for being there and helping out when needed. So next up is one of my other closest friends in this hobby. He is the first YouTuber that I met in person at the 23 National, and that would be none other than Matt and Tyrus over at The Card Story. Yes, we communicate quite a bit. Yeah, thank you, brother, for being there. I mean, he's came and visit me. I got to come out there and visit you. So thank you. You get my vote. So next up, everybody loves this man also. He's a great guy. He was my roommate at my first national, as a YouTuber, and stuff. And he's the other co-founder of a channel with John. If you don't know, that would be Theo over at Clemente Collector. Very personal guy. Love Theo. Can't wait to see Theo again. Thank you also for everything. Next up is another man. He's shy. He's quiet. But very knowledgeable, very soft-spoken, and I hope that didn't give it away with the pun, but it's none other than Joe over at Four Soft Corners. Joe's a great guy, very busy lately, but gets my vote. And thank you for being a friend, Joe. Next up is a man that is another very knowledgeable man in the hobby, and that would, I guess everybody knows him, should know him, but if not, very knowledgeable, is Chris from Missouri. Chris, thanks for our conversations. Thank you for everything you've done for me also, and look forward to seeing you again, brother. And lastly, up next is, I guess you could say, a brother in arms. We didn't meet while we were in the military, but we did meet in Cleveland at the frat house. I can't say enough about this man, but I mean, he's busy himself and stuff, and I wish we can communicate more, but it hasn't happened in a minute. My fault. But it's Billy Ball Game Sports Cards. Oh, Billy. So Billy gets my last vote. Yeah. So just very well deserved people. Great human beings that I see, like watching everybody else's videos. I can see who's getting a lot of votes and who's not getting recognized, but it's a hard decision when you only get to cast in 10, and only 5 are gonna make it. So yeah, that's my vote, and thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all at next game.